Headers, buddy.
You.
Headers. Bessie, headers. Dive in there, Dave. 2 goals. Just f***ing get on with it. Behind the stone. Behind the f***ing disc, look. Jesus.
5 goals, mother behind there. You were some player, by the way, weren't you?
Louis Saha's tap shoes. They weigh next to nothing. What else is there to see, really? The bits and pieces. I think this is a great player. This is an absolute legendary player, this guy. Fantastic guy. Big sponsorship deal with Adidas. He'll go far, this lad. He really will go far. Lunch, I suppose. Or I get a bit peckish. There's a story behind that. In the recent full time, all become apparent. Pretty much my toolbox for a match day.
There's a meeting for everyone. Listen up, listen.
At 12:30 in the Players' Lounge, just to go through off-season stuff so we don't have to keep you at another time.
That's what it is, off-season.
All right, 12:30, everyone. The rest of you have a stretch here. Make sure you do have a stretch.
Yes, no problem, me.
Come on, John.
Just to win it, son.
Just to win it, John. Come on, John.
Just to win it, son.
Just to win it, John.
Come on.
Bergkamp, now Henri. Wrong-footed Finnan, fed Pires! Good ball from Davis. Out of the midfield morass, the space that Finnan had. Marley got a touch, and here's a shot from Mark Bronk! And what a shot! And Fulham are back on terms! Surprise, surprise, Steve Marbron. Well, he's been scoring for fun in the last week. A hat-trick last weekend against Charlton in the FA Cup. A goal on Main Road in the defeat on Wednesday. And now a goal at Highbury for Marbron. And beautifully struck as it dropped to him just inside the Arsenal box. Marley did enough in the air to keep the move alive. And Marbron caught it beautifully. The player that Arsenal tried to buy when he was a teenager. Vieira. A bit of space for Van Bronckhorst. On towards Jeffers! Pires! And Fulham's brave resistance didn't quite hold out.
So, just a couple of minutes gone now. Long clearance from Taylor, but Villa pressing early on. Harley beaten to it. And Gareth Barry. Oh, after just a couple of minutes and Villa are ahead. And Steve finding Louis Beaumonte down the left flank. Looks to cut inside. Oh, did Johnson get a touch? I think he did. He brought him down. Yes, it's a penalty. Louis Beaumonte twists one way then the other, cuts inside the box, and he was definitely brought down. Chance for Steve Mulbright to bring things back onto a level keel here. Yeah, there's confirmation if it's needed. Boa going at speed into the box and brought down. Now it's Melbourne. 1-1. Absolutely unerring from the young Frenchman. Bundled over, and no mistake from Steed. Cross to the far post. Oh, comedy defending from Villa. Managed to get it away. There's John Harley closing on the ball. Oh my word! Oh my goodness, what a strike! The ex-Chelsea man has put Fulham in front. And what a goal! An absolute wonder goal. Out of nowhere. Must have been closer to 40 yards out than 35. Struck it so sweetly. Dipping, swerving. And I wonder who he's telling about that. I've just seen a great goal.
West hooks clear again towards Gareth Taylor. Moore was looking to pick it up, and dangerous bit of defending there, and the player's clear for Burnley, and he scored, and it's Alan Moore. Melville with the free kick just inside the Fulham half. Looking for Jaitu. Glances it towards Louis Saha, but Cox is there for Burnley. Now Steve Malbronk with a decent chance. Right foot chance. Oh, lovely goal! 7 in 5 now for Steve Malbronk. Levelling for Fulham at the perfect time. Just a minute before the break. They've hardly deserved it, you have to say. Steve Malbronk crosses himself after another wonderful finish. Cox cleared as far as the young Frenchman on the edge of the box, and he chipped Beresford. Lovely goal. 7 goals in 5 games now for Steve Malbronk, 12 to his name in all competitions this season, and where would we be without him? One of the more promising young players at West Brom. Now in the international setup under Bertie Vogts for Scotland, as Malbronk plays it in the box. Saha's made a good run, and Louis Saha has netted finally for Fulham. Louis Saha back amongst the goals. Excellent ball from Steve Malbronk, and there was Louis Saha finally to guide the ball past Holt with that braided head of his, and Fulham are in front. West Brom now with it all to do. The relegation trapdoor prizing ever more open for the Baggies, as Steve Marley's on a good run here for Fulham, eventually brought down some 10 yards outside the Fulham box by Sean Gregan, the West Brom captain. This is going to be teed up nicely for Pierre Wome, who's going to try his luck with his left foot. Wome, oh my word! Lovely finish from Pierre Wome. Stunning first goal for the Fulham's Cameroon international. Absolute screamer from Pierre Wome. Blinding strike from the Fulham left back, called in by the absence of John Harley this evening, and bearing in mind John Harley's long distance shot against Aston Villa, Wome very nearly outdoing him there. Still on loan, of course, Pierre Wome from Bologna, as Junichi Inamoto takes it up for Fulham. Inamoto now clear, but just backtracks a tad, and West Brom able to get men back still with Inamoto. They gets the cross in towards Sava, and Louis Saha upended. Fulham have a penalty. Fouled in the box. Neil Clement, the culprit. Now who's going to step up to take this? Steve Malbronk against Russell Holt. Right foot, 3-0. Magnificent second half showing by John Tiggenar's men. Curious celebration by Steve Malbronk. Three and 3 for Fulham. breathtaking 3-minute spell from the boys in white shirts.
The referee's assistant looked fairly certain of it, but
here's Savo with the layoff to Steve Marley, and Boa-Morte comes through and scores! What a return to the first team for Luis Boa-Morte, who scores in the 15th minute for Fulham.
It's just a long ball into their area that you would expect them to deal with. Dean Richards didn't, and from then on, really Tottenham didn't get it together. And when Marley did well initially, unintentionally laying in Luis Boa-Morte, but he finished well. And he got one goal so far before this one, Boa-Morte. But I don't think that was going in, was it? A lot of good fortune in it for Fulham, but they'll take that. Well, Wadu and Knight, I'm not sure how many times they've played together, but it's a relatively new partnership.
Oh, and here's a chance for Simon Davis, and Taylor's taken him down. It is a penalty, and what will the card be here for Mike Taylor? It's another unhappy visit to White Hart Lane. He's sent off.
Davis does everything right. He's going to knock that into the net. Hard lines on Mike Taylor.
Martin Herrera's first task in English football will be to try and stop Teddy Sheringham scoring from the penalty spot. Sheringham scores. Spurs are level.
Moore, who probably preferred to play through the middle, but he's working the right-hand side, the system that Stan Turner has evolved. Just too far in front of Briscoe. Briscoe goes in again, and Taylor! Taylor beats Taylor. And Burnley from Division 1 lead Premiership Fulham. Mike Taylor comes out, and Ian Moore has made it 2-0. And it's all going swimmingly here at Turf Moor for Burnley. Maybe it's the curse of the ground for Fulham again. Down the years, they've lost so many times here. Competing with Wome for the left-back role for Fulham these days, with Rufus Brevitt surprisingly sold to West Ham.
I think that will be a bit of
Sean Davis and Lewinsky trying to be the peacemaker. Burnley absolutely incensed. Well, it was